This is the Samsung Galaxy A3 core, the successor to the widely popular A2 core released in 2019. This device is the cheapest that Samsung have released in 2020, coming in at about 1,800 rands. However, you can get this phone on sale for 1,600 rands at the time of recording this video. When it comes to devices under 2,000 rands, there's a lot of competition from Xiaomi and Huawei. However, the Samsung Galaxy A3 core definitely has some decent specifications. I am the South African tech YouTuber, and this is my review of the Samsung Galaxy A3 core. If this is the first time you're on my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and by the end of the video, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. In the box you get all the bare essentials, including a set of some cheap headphones. Unfortunately, there is no tempered glass screen protector or a soft TPU case. The color that I have here is the blue color. However, you can get a red color as well as a black color of this device. You can also choose from a dual SIM or a single SIM model. Moving on to the design of the device, the back cover is made from polycarbonate and it is slightly textured, which is really nice. The phone is also really small and easy to hold in the hands. The front of the device houses a 5.3-inch display with very noticeable bezels on the top and bottom. Also on the side there is some decent bezels as well. The top of the display has the front-facing camera as well as the speaker grill. The nice compact size of the phone makes it very easy to use with one hand. The bottom of the phone has a microphone, headphone jack, micro USB port for charging, as well as a speaker. The left hand side has the SIM card slot, the right hand side the power button and volume rockers, and the top of the device has nothing. Moving on to the display, there is a 5.3-inch HD Plus panel with a resolution of 1480 by 720 pixels. The technology being used is LCD, which is disappointing, especially considering that Samsung manufacture AMOLED screens. The display is definitely not the greatest, however it will get the job done. The rear camera is an 8-megapixel shooter with f2.2 aperture. This device can also record video at 1080p with 30 frames per second. The front of the device has a 5-megapixel shooter with f2.4 aperture and unfortunately no flash. With regards to image quality using the 8-megapixel rear camera, based on the price of this phone you can't expect a lot. However, I was extremely surprised, especially in good lighting conditions, as the A3 core can get some decent detailed shots. However, make sure to hold the phone extremely still as there is no optical image stabilization. In poor lighting conditions and landscape shots, for some reason the rear camera took pictures that were a little bit dim. Unfortunately, in these images there was also a lack of detail, but at this price point it is what it is. At night time the 8-megapixel shooter struggles big time, and you can use the flash to improve image quality for some pictures that are unusable to ones that can be usable, but generally speaking the image quality is poor and lacks clarity. Other key features of this device include dual SIM support as well as a micro SD card slot of up to 512 gigabytes. There's also a unique feature which is called extended calling. This feature allows you to call a contact of your choice when the battery dies completely by clicking the volume up button 3 times. There is also an FM radio, but this will only work by connecting your headset. You can listen to it on loudspeaker as well. With regards to security, the phone lacks a fingerprint scanner or face unlock feature, which is extremely disappointing. Okay, moving on to software, the device is running on Android 10 Go edition, and this means that there are applications installed which are lighter in order to save space as well as RAM. This software is running together with Samsung's One UI software running on top of it. This One UI version is slightly cut down in comparison to flagship devices, as can be seen by the camera application and other features. Built into the software is an ultra power saving mode, which is fantastic to extend your battery life. There is also a dark mode feature which is great and works well. Moving on to the core specifications, there is an MT6739 processor, which is a quad-core processor, a disappointing 1GB of RAM, 16GB of storage which is upgradable via an SD card, a 3000 mAh battery, as well as 4G support. With regards to performance, the fact that there is only a quad-core MediaTek processor as well as only 1GB of RAM means that the day-to-day experience is not the best. However, I would say this, that the software definitely helps big time in its performance. Don't expect to have a lot of applications open at the same time. Make sure you close your applications if you are going to buy this phone, because that 1GB of RAM really struggles. But when it comes to day-to-day tasks such as browsing the internet, going through Instagram or Twitter, you're not going to have any major issues. But when you're downloading a lot of applications, the phone does start to slow down a lot. So just make sure that you don't push the phone to its limits. I think Samsung have done an excellent job with their software, and they've optimized it perfectly for this low-end hardware. Also, what helps is the fact that there are Android Go applications, and this makes the experience a little bit more enjoyable. Don't expect to play any high-end games on this device, as I tried playing PUBG Mobile Lite and it really struggled. Playing simple games like Subway Surfer as well as Smash Hit will be fine on this phone. The 3000 mAh battery, paired with the low-resolution 720p display as well as Samsung's fantastically optimized software, translates into terrific battery life. This device will comfortably last you a full day of medium to heavy usage. I was disappointed that Samsung only included a 3.5 watt charger, and the phone disappointingly took a ridiculous 3 hours and 45 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%. Also, the phone is using micro USB. And even though it is a cheap device, I think USB-C should be standard on budget phones as well in this day and age. Furthermore, you can extend the battery life by using the ultra power saving mode. Moving on to connectivity, the device does have Bluetooth 5.0, which works well. The GPS signal, 4G LTE support, as well as cell phone signal and reception was great. I didn't have any issues in this regard. In terms of sensors, the device only has an accelerometer and proximity sensor, and there is unfortunately no gyroscope, nor is there a compass. Okay, so what are my final thoughts on the Samsung Galaxy A3 Core? When it comes to devices under 2000 rands, there is a lot of competition. Xiaomi, Huawei, and even Nokia are producing some terrific devices. 10 years ago, if you had to ask me or you had to show me the specifications of this device and told me that this phone is only about 1800 rands, I would have said you're lying. And it just shows how far budget phones have come in 2020. And this is fantastic for us as consumers, as it gives us a lot of options. But it also gives us a selection headache, as there is all these companies producing phones that are so similar. So which phone do you go for? So if you have about 1600 to 1800 rands and you do go on to buy the A3 Core, you won't be disappointed, because you're spending a little bit of money and not a lot of money, and you're getting good value. However, if you're someone who wants the best bang for your buck, my suggestion would be go and buy the Xiaomi Redmi 9A or the Xiaomi Redmi 8A if you can get it. These devices are between 1800 and 2000 rands, and the value that you get is unbelievable. However, if you're a Samsung fanboy or you just want to have that Samsung reliability, then my suggestion is go for the A3 Core. It is not a bad device and you won't be disappointed. But if you're someone who wants just that, raw specifications, the best possible specifications, then I would go for the Xiaomi Redmi 9A or the Xiaomi Redmi 8A. And I think majority of people who are spending so little money, they do not care whether it says Samsung or Huawei. They just want the best bang for their buck. You can also go for the Huawei Y5P, which has double the specifications of the A3 core. There is 2 GB of RAM as well as 32 GB of storage. However, please note that you're not going to get Google services or Google applications installed on that device. So that's my final thoughts on the A3 core. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.